And we are back. Raiders franchise. In the last episode, we defeated the Buffalo Bills 31-27 to advance to the AFC Championship game where we will be going against the New England Patriots. They do have a familiar face on their team. If we go ahead and scroll to depth chart and we go down to the Patriots, they're actually only one above us, so it's not that hard of a scroll, thankfully. We go to that wide receiver. You look at their wide receiver three. Look familiar? That is Dante Fortin, former player for us for a few years. And yeah, we're hoping to say, hey, good job making it this far, but we won't be going any farther. As we'll show off our roster, we're down a few guys: Marco Fernandez, uh, Cabrera, Biddle, and Taft, with uh, Cabrera being the only one eligible to come back. The rest are on IR, and even though they're eligible to return, uh, there's no remaining IRs, which I didn't know. So we're going to be without those top guys for the rest of the season. But Cabrera will be back next week, assuming we make it. I mean, he'll only be back for the Super Bowl, which we're obviously going to be hoping we make it. But here is the roster with those guys out. Thankfully, Cabrera doesn't leave much of an impact. We do have Emmett Harrington, who balled out last game. So he's just been making the most of his opportunity. And then looking at our edge rushers, Nick Herbig has played so well in place of Taft and Biddle that, I mean, that's proven to be a very good signing. But outside of that, the rosters are the same, besides, like I said, those edge and that wide receiver free position. Without any more delay, we'll show off the other schedule, which is the Packers and the Giants. Winner of that will be going to the Super Bowl. We could see some historic Super Bowls. Obviously, the Patriots and Giants have had definitely their fair share of Super Bowls with, I'm sure you know who Eli Manning is. That's really like the only combination. But we are underway now. Raiders, Patriots, with the Patriots getting the ball. First, they're going to start with 16 yards to Alfonso Taylor, and then 4 yards to Dante Fortin. 3rd and 6 after the incomplete pass. They get 5 to Fortin, but short of the first down. They go for it, but there's a penalty, and now they're going to punt it for the touchback. That penalty hurts. But they get an interception immediately by Braylon Rowland, and a 3-yard rush by Derek Dillard puts him at the 10-yard line. So very first play, interception for the Patriots. And that's going to be down at the 1. Thought he was going to get in there for a moment, but just short. They go handoff and gets body slammed, but not after crossing the goal line. That is Derek Dillard. And the Patriots start out with the early lead. Not the best first drive, but that interception led to the touchdown on their second. There's literally like little to no way it could go worse for us. So let's just not turn the ball over, and I think that'd be a better drive. 7 yards for Genty. Penalty on Denzel Ward is going to be an automatic first down. 15 yards for Jack Besh. 6-yard rush by Genty. 10 yards to Bowers. It's nice to have Genty back. 18 for Douglas puts us at the 7 in a goal-to-go scenario. Genty wasn't injured, but he also was. He was severe injury, so he didn't play much the last game against the Bills. But with him back, hopefully he'll give us the edge we need. Dangerous pass, but he finds his man, Demario Douglas. And we're going to tie this game up at 7, assuming the extra point is good, which it is. 7-all. 6 minutes remaining in this quarter. 10 yards to Zay Flowers is a good drive starter, just shy of the first. That penalty on Jared Wilson's going to back him up, though. 2nd and 10. Only a yard for Derek Dillard. 3rd and 9. They get 9 with 4, but he's just shy. They go for the punt. And it's pinned at the 8, so pretty good punt. But we're going to start with 12 yards to Besh. 6 to Bowers. Incomplete pass. 3rd and 4. 20 yards to Douglas. Joshua Farmer with the sack there. 7 yards for Bowers. 3rd and 10. We get 5 with Genty for the air. 4th down. We're most likely going to punt it. We do. It goes for a touchback. Into the second quarter now. 2-yard rush by Dillard to start the Patriots drive. 12 for Fortin. That's going to be a first. 4 for Dillard. Then loses 2 to Dillard. 3rd and 8. 2 for Dillard. 4th down. Oh, never mind. Penalty. 4th down. They punt it. Only a 38-yard punt and then a 9-yard return on top of that. Not ideal. 5-yard rush for Genty. Penalty on Emmett Harper, 15 yards, will be a first down. Genty for 6. Penalty on Caleb Rogers. Man, this is just a penalty game. 7-yard rush by Jackson, 3rd and 2. Graham Rivers, the tight end fullback hybrid, gets stuffed, and we kick the field goal, which is good. 10-7, we lead. A little over halfway, a little under, halfway through the second quarter. Now we are past the halfway point. 3rd and 6 after a 7-yard rush by Drake May. Jarrett Patterson injured on the play. And then Jared Frazier gets the sack. And they're going to have to punt. Once again, not a great punt. 8-yard rush by Genty. 4 yards for Genty for a first. 47-yard touchdown, and we're going to take the lead 17-7. 3.5 to go now in the half. Patriots down 10. We also do get ball to start second half, so New England has to get something going. You have to imagine. 3rd and 8. 23 yards to Alfonso Taylor. Definitely will be a help towards that. We're going to hop into slow motion for the rest of the half. Patriots 1st and 10 from the 45. They don't have to hike the ball again before the 2-minute warning. They elect to anyway. And incomplete. Looks like just threw it out of the way due to pressure. It looks like the defender actually had a better chance at catching that than the receiver. 2nd and 10. There's actually 1 second left before the 2-minute warning. So, and they go handoff and absolutely smothered back at midfield. A loss of 5. 3rd and 15 now from midfield. And there's pressure, and May just has to throw it up while hit. And it's intercepted by Hickman at the 14-yard line. Just chucked it up with pressure, like hopefully my guy can make the play. Unfortunately, he was double covered at that point. Bowers is going to steamroll just shy of the 1st down. I don't agree with that. I thought he had it. 2nd and inches from the 24, though. Picking it up immediately up to the 31 is a Besh anyway. And the Raiders take their first timeout with 1:13 at the 31-yard line. And off to Genty. He gets it blown up maybe half a yard. 2nd and 10 now. Jackson. Down he goes. Nick Bosa. And the Patriots take a timeout. They could get the ball back here. 3rd and 16. What do? Do we try and convert it, or do we run the ball and just force them to take a timeout? We're going for this. One-on-one coverage. And it's incomplete. Chucked it up to Harrington. Overthrown. 4th down. The punting unit's out there. So Patriots saved the timeout with that. But a beautiful punt at the 29-yard line is where they'll start with 30 seconds to go. Mike Vrabel telling his team, come on. Let's end this half with some points. Gets back to a 1-score game. Quick pass to Dillard's only going to result in 4 and an immediate timeout. Not sure if that was the greatest play call. Maybe they were hoping there was some run after the catch potential with that play. Now that, on the other hand, to the 46-yard line, that's a good one. Zay Flowers out of bounds, so it stops the clock with 22 seconds. They still have that final timeout. And that's incomplete. Would have been very close to field goal range if they would have caught that. Have to imagine that would have burnt that final timeout, though. Check down to Dillard. Crosby was there to cause pressure. 3rd and 7 now from midfield. Probably aiming for like at least 10 yards. And that's going to get you to the 39. What do? With 10 seconds left, do you just take the field goal? They are. If you miss this, though, this gives the Raiders a chance. Don't have to worry about that, though, as the kick is good. 17-10. What a field goal there. Nothing doing there. I was seeing if I could find anything, but one play, unless Shenty can house call this, or we get a very lucky penalty or something. Yeah, it's 7 yards. And that'll do it for the half. As we go to the second half now, after the halftime report, of course. And there's going to be nothing to report about because there's only 2 games. (17-10). All right. Let's redeem yourselves, Max Dunn. Up to the 28, not really redeemed. But, hey, that's fine. Show it on defense. Starting out the second half, 10 yards for Genty, and then 5 because he was just short originally. Eddie Elliott commits a penalty. 5 yards to Besh, 2nd and 10. Incomplete pass. 3rd and 10. Incomplete pass. And the punting unit's going to go out there. Only a 34-yard punt. Not the greatest. 6 yards for Derek Dillard. 2 yards for Dillard. 3rd and 3. They get 6 with Dillard. They trust him that sequence, and he does get it. Carl Latimer, the tight end, drops that one. And then Crosby knocks that one away. 3rd and 10. May throws it away, and they're going to have to punt. Damn, good punt. It goes for a touchback. 73 yards. 6-yard rush by Genty. 8 yards for Genty for the first. 10 yards for Besh will be just short. 2nd and inches. 11 yards for Bowers. Says, don't worry about that. And then an incomplete pass by Jackson. Another incomplete pass. 3rd and 10. 7 yards to Harrington. That brings up field goal range. And the kick is good by Cardi. So we lead by 10 yet again, 20-10, with a little over 5 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. May's going to rush for free. Then a penalty on Will Campbell will bring up 2nd and 12. 10 yards for Derek Dillard. 3rd and 2. May loses free, and they have to punt. Good punt, 50 yards, but a good return by Harrington, 15. 8 yards for Genty. Penalty on JPJ. Bro, what is happening with these penalties? 7 yards for Bowers is a good for the first down. Ciante Fair or Far, a penalty. Jackson rushes for 5. 15 for Besh to end the quarter, and here we go to quarter number 4. Bowers with 10 yards. Free for Vondre Walton for the first. I do genuinely believe a touchdown would be fatal. I do think that would end the Patriots' hopes. Would make it 3 scores. Genty somehow still going. Gets 9 there.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
2nd and 1 now from the 13. Play action. Jackson, he gets sacked for a loss of 8. 3rd and 9 now from the 21. Don't do anything stupid. I'd rather walk away with a field goal than nothing. That's not stupid. That's a touchdown. Brock Bowers. And we're going to take the lead 27-10 if the extra point is good. And it is. And, I mean, I said it might be the dagger. It probably will be. But the game's never over until the clock hits 0. So let's see what New England has for these final 12 minutes. A sack by Crosby says, I'm not giving you guys any chance. 4th and 7. Game on the line. You have to imagine they go for it, and they do. 15 for Zay Flowers. Penalty on Jared Frazier now as well. And they're moving the ball just because of these. 3rd and 4. They only need a field goal to make it. But they get the first down anyway to Carl Latimer. Less than 9 minutes to go. First down from the 21. We see May complete the pass. That's Alfonso Taylor for a 7-yard pickup to the 14. 2nd and 3 now. See Dante Ford at the top of the screen. He's had a very quiet second half. And this is a screen pass to Derek Dillard. He's in for the touchdown, and the Patriots are saying, we're not out of this just yet. Definitely is going to take a lot in terms of, they have to stop us. And, the short time that they have, there's literally no room for error. 5 for Genty to start the drive. 7 for Besh. 5 for Besh. 2nd and 5 now. 6 for Besh. Go on. 2 for Genty. That's okay. Incomplete pass. 3rd and 8. Deontay Farr with the sack, and we got a punt. And with 3:38 to go, we're going to hop into slow motion for the rest of this game. Patriots with all 3 timeouts. They got a little over 3.5 to go. And it's going to be a screen pass to Dillard. He's all the way back at the 10, though. He somehow makes a man miss. Only going to result in 3, though. 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
May. Quick pass. Flowers can't hold on. Kyle Hamilton with the well-timed TBU pass breakup, for those of you who don't know.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
3rd down. May. Intercepted! And who else but Ronnie Hickman with his... Oh, excuse me. Excuse me, I lied. That's actually Max Dunn. Look at the replay of this one. This is probably going to be the end of it. Fred Zanil, who else but Dante Fortin? Ronnie Hickman, the one delivering the hit. That's where I got confused then. I told you, Max Dunn got to make up on defense. That's just a hospital ball, though. Especially when, if you look down here, you got him wide open, Derek Dillard. Granted, I understand the reason for this one. It's a bigger play. But 1, you just let your receiver get popped. And 2, that might be the game sealer interception. Second and 7 after 3 yards for Genty. Patriots taking their timeouts. They got to get the stop here. Third and 2.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Let's go.
And the Mario Douglas goes up and gets it for the touchdown. We call pass. They were ready for it, to be fair. They only rushed 1, 2, 4. Granted, Douglas got bumped as well. He right here, if he isn't bumped, he has that leverage. That's the whole reason I threw that ball. And thankfully, anyway, it didn't matter. As he goes up and makes one heck of a catch. And this extra point for the dagger is good. 34-17. We're up by 3 scores. I mean, let's be honest. If New England comes back from this, this is rivaling the 28-3 comeback if they manage this. Eddie Kirkland trying to put an immediate end to it, but Marcus Batista, the tight end, says not quite yet. 90 seconds. 25 yards to Flowers. Let's watch this in slow mode. I mean, they don't got time. 40 seconds. They're going to have to score. And I mean, they're literally going to need onside kicks. The clock is not on their side. I mean, it seriously feels like they would have to be bang, 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 bang in order for us to win. Because the time is so, like, negatively in their favor. They get the first down to 20, though. They could take the field goal. And incomplete, double coverage, 17 seconds left. May's going to take it himself. First down to the 3. I don't think they have time. Because they're going to, I mean, it's going to be so unbelievable if they're able to do this. And that'll put an end to that. They literally don't have time anymore. I mean, you might as well try still because... But that sack will do it right there. And the Las Vegas Raiders are going to put up 34 in the win, advancing to the Super Bowl. (25-34), 270 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, being his first pass attempt for Shaw Jackson. Genty, 20 for 160 and a touchdown. Receiving, Bowers 9 for 88 and a touchdown. Besh 9 for 82. Douglas 4 for 84 and 2 touchdowns. No one else really matters. That was the big 3. Eddie Elliott with 2 sacks. Charles Grant with 1. 10 total tackles for Nakobe Dean with 2 TFLs for Crosby and a sack and a half for him and Kirkland. 1 for Frazier and then half sack for Royster. Interceptions going to Dunn and Hickman. Kicking was perfect. Punting, 45 average. I mean, he seriously has, I feel like, to hang it up at this point. Like, let the Super Bowl be his final game. But we win in dominant fashion. The question is, will it be the Giants or will it be the Packers? The Packers beat the 1 seed, but the Giants definitely the better team. We will find out right now. It is going to be the Giants, 19-17, close one between those two. Weekly awards goes to Dunn and to Genty. We have some player recognition to go over. We'll go ahead and give them their recognition. Just saw your message. I was walking by. How's it going? Seeing everyone celebrating this week, I was looking back at all the great performances this year. Ashton Genty had an incredible year, and I'd like to do something special for him. I mean, sorry, bro. I'm not giving you anything. Like Gentry, seriously, he is making a case for the greatest running back of all time. Looking at the Pro Bowlers, we aren't going to have any, obviously, because we're in the Super Bowl, but you never know. Could be some former players for us potentially. It's not looking too good, though, for that to be the case. William Mitchell, a guy we're considering as a free agent 1 year. All right. Last thing we are going to do is advance to the Super Bowl. We're not going to look at the roster because we might have some upgrades. Dev upgrades, I should say, would be more specific. And I want to find that out obviously next episode. But for injuries, we're going to be without Emmanuel Forbes and Jose Wallace both get injured. Well, we can't look at the upgrades, but it should be, I believe, Trevino is our backup, so he should come in. Screw it, we'll look at the upgrades now, and we'll decide the yearly awards different time. Players going up in depth trait, if anyone. Douglas, it looks like, goes down, actually. But yeah, it is Trevino. Roberto Trevino is going to get the start for the Super Bowl. Go on, rookie. Doesn't look like we have anyone. Like I said, it looks like Douglas regressed, but that doesn't, mean anything. Defensively, I believe Eddie Kirkland went up to X Factor. That's nice. But outside of that, I think it is the same. Maybe N'Kobe Dean went up to Superstar. Go ahead and put Davin Burch there. But that is going to do it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. I did. And the next episode will be the season finale, obviously. It's the final game. As well as the finale for this kind of format. Moving forward, we are going to be moving to a more simulation-based, where we're not going to be watching the games. We're more going to be simming, maybe not season by season, but definitely we're going to be doing more games at once. We aren't going to be watching them anymore unless it is a really important game, but even then, most likely not. So, with that being said, let's enjoy next episode, because it might be I say it will be the last of this format. But don't worry, the series is still continuing. I mean, we still have plenty of months until Madden 26. It comes out in August, but even then, we don't normally start until September, until the week 1 rosters are out. So with all of that being said, I do hope you guys enjoyed. I did. I'll see you guys next time, where we'll have a chance to repeat. Excuse me. Goodbye. Hope you enjoyed.